Hello. For today's adventure, just so you know, I'll tell you the path I'm going to take before I tell you what I'm going to talk about. The path I'm going to take, it's approximately a mile where I walk down this way, and then we go up that big hill up there. Hopefully you can see that okay. And then it's downhill after that on the rest of my path to where I work, because my car's currently down. I think it should be going pretty good, or pretty soon, I hope. But anyway, but for now I'm doing this, so I might as well film this and do something with it. It's actually not a bad walk. It's kind of actually enjoyable, but it's you know, it's got to focus on, you know, the beauty of the scenery, and not that maybe that I have to walk it or thinking about other things. So, but anyway, and I'll just say real quick too that, like, I take a little bit of a different path where I'm going to cut over here to the left, and it makes the path a little bit longer, but it makes it a little, there's a few of these, like, I guess kind of dangerous intersections that you got to cross that are a little bit nicer by going this way. I don't know. At least it's worth it to me. So, yeah, what we're going to do today, and I got my little notebook here to, okay, so this is a new series. Well, you don't need to see this. This is just more for me to see. I'm using, I have like a little notepad or something with just a quick outline of what I'm going to talk about when I do this. But this is a new series called Journey Talks. I guess I could change it, but I guess that's the title for now. So I guess that's about as good as. It's going to be short talks on various subjects. Now, it might be other stuff that I try to talk about on the channel, like van life, nomadism, travel, Jungian psychology, history, geography, science, all those sort of things. And what I try to do in my humble channel is bring those things together and find common connections between the things, which I'm calling hidden highways. Now, the actual definition of hidden highways is going to vary a little bit, probably, but that's basically the idea behind what I try to do. And so while we talk about maybe some of these connections or subjects that are connected in different ways to the subjects of this channel, I'm going to be on a certain segment of the greater hidden highway network. Now, sometimes it might be walking like this. It could be on a bike, and of course, especially in my van when I get that going again. But anyway, and it could also be, this is also something I could do whether I'm traveling or at home. So, you know, it might be kind of mundane, but there's lots of beauty in the city where I live, Duluth, Minnesota. So, you know, it gives an interesting backdrop while we do some of these talks to also have some interesting scenery to look at. Let me just make sure this thing's going okay, this camera. Okay. All right. Check something out there. So anyway, today's episode is called Walking Mindfulness Exercise, or SE for INTJs. Now, it's quite possible that title could change, you know, but anyway, that's the working title right now. It's a little more of a exercise than just a lesson or a discussion. And basically what it is okay, well, just to introduce, okay, INTJ, that's what I had tested at a long time ago. And if you don't know what that means, I guess that's not gonna be that important for this video. But anyway, but without going too much into what that is, but it's a popular genre, so it's a good thing to get clicks and get some of those people. So I guess you'd say that they're not good with mindfulness using an INTJ. Maybe you could say that about introverts in general, but maybe especially an INTJ, they're always thinking of some like abstract reality and how things fit together instead of really paying attention to what's really going on in front of them. Where the opposite of that would be a person who has strong extroverted sensing, where they could just see like 10 different shades of like gray, or 10 different shades of blue or whatever, you know, they just notice the outside, and they're just really, they kind of enjoy the outside a lot more time. Yeah, they probably sometimes do enjoy, you know, being out in nature more than like a INTJ maybe. I mean, although there might be certain things about it, but anyway, but they're definitely more focused on what's going on, which is, so I guess that extroverted sensing, when you develop that, I guess that is kind of the same thing as mindfulness. Basically, just that, okay, if I'm using that definition wrong, but basically just that, so basically, let's just get going. For the rest of this trip, we're just gonna kind of like enjoy, and I'm just gonna talk a little bit and just kind of, you know, just focus on the different sensory information that's going on. Basically, the idea is to focus on the outside world instead of like being stuck inside your brain, like the way INTJs normally would be. So anyway, all right, so it's kind of windy right now. Just a little bit of a dangerous spot crossing here, but it's usually not too bad as long as I'm careful. I do it in a two-stage process here. coffee's nice. Loud truck there. Okay. Just great. Normally I got to right there. Okay. Now that I got to do that adrenaline inducing thing, I don't have to really cross any roads for a long time, so it's gonna be good. Easier when you're pedestrian, your thing is to not have to cross roads, you know. So normally a lot of times I'll get a coffee at that Quick Trip up there, which is up by the bus stop, and then and walking down here is just about time to drink the coffee. So let me just enjoy drinking this coffee for a second. It's fall colors. In some places the leaves are falling a lot, but there's still a lot of leaves. There's a rock there. It's kind of a nice scenic area. This is a good area, like if someone pulls over here, like, and they can walk their dog around in this area. It's pretty nice. Down there you can see part of the St. Louis River, which leads into the into Lake Superior. This coffee is very warm. Ooh, just hits the spot. Kind of warm up my. It's getting kind of late in the year, but it's still up for around here, but it's still pretty warm. I think today it's gonna get close to 70, so. All right, throw my coffee away, then we'll get walking. Nice green grass here. It's still green despite that it's kind of like late October, but this grass is still pretty green here. Kind of soft under my feet, crunching. Reminds me of something from back when I was a kid or something. Crunching through the leaves here. Crunchy leaves. Nice grass there. So this is both kind of like maybe a therapeutic thing for myself to help myself feel more in the moment, less stressed by different things. And also, you know, it's a possibility for some views. Maybe you never know. I mean, you might get some views. Decent. You never know. Red arrow there. Oh, that's new. I don't think anyone's drawn that. I wonder what that's supposed to be for, the red arrow. But that's, oh, that might be more like an official thing. There's a few other kind of like things that people draw along here on the road, I've noticed. Green grass. There's some cattails, kind of like a little swampy kind of area there. Lots of birch trees in this area. The white ones. See all the birch trees, nice and white. Kingsbury Creek. The wind feels good on my face here. Got my hood down and feeling pretty good. Kind of like the steel surface here. It's not too sharp or nothing. I'm just running my hand along it. Leaf blowing down this road there. Okay, this is a nice creek here. Sometimes I like to stop here for a second. Okay, so this is like gotta walk up the hill here. Now on the way back, it's easier on the way back. There's still a hill, but the hill comes earlier than, you know, so it's more, at least it seems to be more downhill on the way back. Nice houses here along this. They have nice big yards here along this here. Yeah, grass is kind of getting pretty gray in some of these patches. I mean, not gray, pretty brown in some of these patches. Kind of in oranges too, but then you see like there's some of these areas along the slope here where it's a lot greener. Pretty much very few clouds in the sky, a few of those cirrus clouds up there. Nice yellow leaves on that tree. Sorry if my observations aren't as good as they could be. I'm just oh, there's some nice fall colors over on this side, see? Nice. Yeah, the wind, it's pretty windy. I hope but it feels pretty good. It feels pretty refreshing, the wind. This guy's been selling this boat for a while. Looks like he's got it set up good for like duck hunting here with this material built on it like that. It's camouflage. Even the engine's painted camouflage. This tree here, this is one of the places I would stop sometimes if it was like a hot day. You know, it's one of the, there's not a lot of shade along the sidewalk, but that's one of the spots. Lone tree by itself. That green color. Some of these look like pretty old houses, I think. All right. More orange colors over to the right there. Oh, that's a nice little dog. Kind of about the size of my dog. Well, I've seen that dog out here before. He kind of reminds me of my dog a lot. I guess he's a little smaller than mine, probably. Looks like. Nice big trees here. Nice brick-looking house there with the, looks nice with these trees in front of it. It's nice that at least on this road's pretty busy, but you got this sidewalk and then you got this extra big shoulder, so the cars at least stay pretty far from you here, you know. kind of like fuzzy. I don't know what kind of plant that's called or anything. There's a nice birch tree there. These people have some nice woods next to their house here. Now it might be getting a little windier after we get over this hill because yeah, there's kind of like a big valley up here. You'll see when I get up here where the air can kind of flow through pretty well. So once you get like kind of, and then out, this is obviously kind of like a valley too. That's where I came from there. Yeah, it looks really like a big drop from here, doesn't it? Like, and so anyway, when you get up this area, it might be a little more windy. But it's a nice day out. Alright, so you can see we're going to come over the hill here. When we get over the hill here, there'll be a great view there of, well, Spirit Mountain, which is our ski hill, is in the background. And then way in the back, you can see some cliffs there that are big hills that are in Wisconsin. They're really far away, you know. And then, anyway. Not too many cracks in the sidewalk. Find out where the sidewalk ends. Here's a guy he's got kind of like, there's that area there between those underneath the power lines, you know. They can't build under big power lines. So there's always like kind of like a corridor there, you know, kind of like a pathway that goes there. Now he's got that part of section's chained or fenced off, but you know. Okay, so here we go, coming down this hill here. Yeah, it just turns out that I work. Duluth has a pretty good bus system, but I just happen to be a little on the edge of the system where they don't quite come out far enough to get me to work, you know. So anyway, most places you go in the Duluth bus, you're not going to end up having to do all this walking like this. But okay, so you can see the hill there. You kind of see, okay, straight down there you see that bunch of trees. And then behind it, if you can see that green back there, that's kind of like parking lot for Spirit Mountain back there. And then, anyway, and that's, so Spirit Mountain's basically above, you know, that high part there above, you know. Oh wait, you can kind of even see one of the ski lifts there a little bit. Can't you see, like, I think you might be able to see like the ski lift in this shot, you know, like, anyway. And then after Spirit Mountain, it goes straight down like into West Duluth. In fact, you can't really drive straight down to West Duluth from here. You have to go way down, you know, you got to go like east, you know, down the big hill on the highway and then get off and go. So anyway, it's a mini golf place, nursing home. Yeah, so now you get a big things of these leaves here of fairly thick woods here. Now it's like, all right, it's all downhill now. I got over a big hill, now I just relax. Wish I had something, maybe I thought before about getting a little like I don't know, like just roller scooter for these type of situations, but then you got to carry the thing all the way, so I don't know. If you get some way that just, you know, roll down this section, you know, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to go on a skateboard, I'm going to break my neck doing that, but I mean, but something else, you know, like a scooter or something. Yeah, a lot of people at the miniature golf today. You see there's a couple that they're in the corner outside. See, I went there before for the coffee shop. I didn't notice how they had that outside seating there area there. And then, yeah, it looks like there's a lot of people there. This is, yeah. Now, this area gets like a lot of tourism, and I think there's probably more tourism maybe than there usually is this time of year just because it's been extra warm. You know, at least it's At least it seems like it, you know. But I mean, this would be like one of the first places people like that. The McDonald's here, like that would be like a McDonald's people stop at coming out of town a lot, or coming into town actually a lot of times. It's one of the first places to stop, like coming into town. There's RV parking and stuff, and then also I guess, you know, this is pretty close too, so this would be a good place if you're coming into town, you know. I mean, who's to say? I do a little poll. Okay, anyway, but this is supposed to be about mindfulness, just simple observation. So let's get off of that. Okay, look at that yellow liquor sign. Look at this tree. Sometimes it can be a little silly, but you know, like trying to find. But I will say, doing this observation thing and having this to concentrate on, I kind of feel like, yeah, I get a lot of like depression and anxiety and stuff, you know, bad feelings, and I feel like actually, you know, better than my usual trip down here. So anyway, when I'm doing this walk, I mean, because really, yeah, if you can just enjoy the beauty of it, you know, not think about like, hey, the fact that I have to walk this and then go on the bus and all that, you know. So anyway, get off of that. Ooh, I gotta see where that is. There's that big cliff there, with that rock up there. I don't know where. That's not Spirit Mountain. That's actually taller than Spirit Mountain, it looks like. I don't know where. I don't know if there's a road that goes up there, or if it's just maybe there's a trail that goes up there. Yeah, so now it's gonna get windy, especially you'll see, because we're gonna be kind of like in this wind funnel valley going through here. Okay, now it's the time I gotta be a little more careful when walking, because there is a lot of traffic going through here, and there's kind of like a few of these tricky intersections where it's just you know, where there's just too many people coming from too many directions, you know. I mean, it's not just like look left, look right, like look left, look right, look behind you, look to the diagonal, you know. There's like too many places. Anyway, all right. See, I gotta get back into the mindfulness. Oh, that's kind of interesting looking here. I like this little cleared out woods here. It's kind of cleared out enough that you can kind of like it'd be enjoyable to kind of sit in there. It's not too much brush and everything, but kind of still a lot of nice trees here. Yeah. By the way, let me check this camera real quick. Let's check real quick, make sure we're still filming. Okay, so let's just. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of trash that blew into this area. So let's just. So usually I do this to make it a little easier to cross this road here. Okay. It is kind of like a pretty well worn down path, people coming through this area. I don't know if they're using it for my purpose, maybe using it just to cut off some distance, but okay, so let's just make sure we don't get hit here. All right. Okay, let me, after I get past this intersection. Okay, go across this bridge here. So, I usually figure it's safer to walk against traffic, so at least if somebody really drifted over the line, you can jump out of the way. You just walk on this gravel here. Take a little bit of a shot of this. Yes, this is that valley I'm talking about. See how this goes like straight down, and then that bridge there, that's the Superior. Anyways, kind of a valley that people go through. Yeah, this actually walking up like this feels a little more smooth. I'm not stepping on these rocks now. Okay. See what I'm talking about? Okay. Oh, those same guys, they were just up at that Quick Trip. I guess I got a ride with them. It's just our iron truck, a armored truck. They probably have to do it. Now here's a nice valley down here. Oh, in case I didn't mention it, yeah, like I'm a guy, you can know, like I have a master's in physics, I'll just say that, but I work at McDonald's. I'll have to tell more of that story, but I mean, obviously there's no reason to hide the weird stuff about me, because maybe the weird stuff actually helps you on YouTube, and if you can't be honest, then what's the point, you know, of not working at some bullshit corporation where you gotta be such a fake person, you know, that at least I could at least be, you know, a more genuine person working at a place like this, right? Maybe, I don't know. If that helps me out. Anyway, but no, I mean, I might as well just say that about the McDonald's, but I think I'm gonna say I work at McDonald's. I think it is fair to also show that I am, you know, hey, nice doggies. Okay, that just kind of came out of nowhere. Okay, talk about that from anyway. It's a nice path. I take my dog here, so you can go back and look at some of my videos and see, like, I bring my dog here. Okay, see, I know I'm just drifted off to just regular talking. It's not really exactly mindfulness, but we're trying it. Hopefully, I mean, I sometimes like watching these videos where people just walk someplace or something too, you know, I don't know, it just kind of depends. It was kind of like Camo Dave said, like, oh, if the person's like oddly compelling or something, you know. The late great Camo Dave. Yeah, so here's the Mickey D's. So in this area here, a lot of times where I'd be walking my dog, so hopefully I'll have my van fixed. I mean, I've been like really close to having it fixed for a while, but it's just kind of hard to, you know, there's always something that happens. And then I have to like go take the bus to get like the parts. Okay, why am I even talking about that? This is supposed to be mindfulness. I'm sorry, guys. See, it's so hard to just not even just concentrate on the outside world, you know. That's what grass here. Yeah, so I walk my dog along here. He's probably peed along here a lot, pooped, and then walked. There's this woods back here. Then down there is like the railroad tracks. Well, that's how I imagine like a dog is, like, you know, they're just like pure SE, you know. I think they just like being immersed, you know, enjoying like the smells, the sights, and just, you know, finding like just like the softest place to, you know, just like they're just like totally just like in the present, you know. They're not like, you know, I mean, not that it's not good for people to think about other things besides just sensory stuff, but it's just, but some of us, you know, that's all we think, so we never, you know, we're just always just thinking about some, you know, future thing or whatever it is, you know. Just enjoy the beauty of this area back here. This is nice back here. Ooh, look, nice colors, huh? Yeah, the railroad track here. That railroad track goes all the way down to West Duluth. It brings like ore down to the lake, but anyway. Warm. The stone feels warm. This nice orange and red trees. Just peaceful out here right now. Okay, yeah, there's a guy with his dog right now. Yes, this is a popular area for walking your dog. A lot of travelers and stuff come here. There's, as you can see, with all the parking, and there's, you know, and there's there's an RV dump station up there too, which is an added thing for people, you know, so. Grass here. Just kicking these little leaves here. Yeah, hopefully I can get the van going soon, and I get Sarge back up here again, you know. I like showing them to the people here and stuff, and, you know. Yeah, this orange tree. I noticed, yeah, this tree I've noticed before, it's like the lower branches are kind of dead, it looks like. Oh, they're putting in some new pumps over here. That's what they're doing. Let's see. Okay. Anyway, All right, well, hopefully you enjoy this, whatever. Nothing, it's not gonna cost me anything to make it, so, but anyway, you never know, I mean, but we'll be doing in the future more like where I talk about a certain subject or something like that, so this was just kind of like something I could think of, not the only thing I could think about for what to do for today, but you know, anyway, yeah, just enjoy the nice fall, the sights and sounds of fall.